Hello YouTube, back in my bedclothes again, about to do a hair regimen video. Want to see? Here you go. Basically, weekly I wash my hair with shampoo. In the beginning of my transition, I used to strictly conditioner wash, and my head was itching like hellfire. I could not figure out what the problem was until one day it occurred to me to use shampoo. Now, I strictly use shampoo. I do use a non-sulfate shampoo. Now, the products that I have here, I'm not in any way suggesting that these be the products that you use for whatever you choose to do with your hair. This is simply what I'm doing on a weekly basis with my hair. So back to the story. All right, once a week I shampoo my hair. Prior to shampooing my hair, I always pre-poo. Before I pre-poo, I section my hair into quadrants. Right down the middle, right down the middle. Well, ear to ear, head, forehead to nape. That's what we'll say. And I secure my hair in these sections with these handy little clips. After I do that, I saturate my hair with a oil mixture. I've got grapeseed oil, olive oil, a little bit of castor oil, rosemary, argan oil, jojoba, and coconut oil. And I put them all in this applicator bottle because it's easier to put in that way. Sometimes I warm it up so I can get like a hot oil treatment. And every now and then I'll put a little honey in there, adds a little bit of moisture. Smells good. I don't know. Sometimes I just add honey. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes if my hair feels excessively dry to me, I will also put on conditioner with the oil. I'll put the conditioner on. This is all on dry hair. I'll put the conditioner on, and then I'll put the oil on top of that. After I get my sections all saturated, I put on a plastic cap. I let that sit normally I let it sit and I'll go work out because that way I can get a nice steam / sweat going, and it helps to, in my mind, make the pre-poo penetrate my hair better. So that's what I do before I wash. Once I get in the shower, I wash with this Shea Moisture Curl and Shine shampoo. I always cut this is what I'm washing with now, and I'm not really brand loyal when it comes to shampoo, whatever. But I am happy with this one. I will cut this with water and put that in the applicator bottle. So this is half and half. Maybe a little bit more water than shampoo. And you put it in an applicator bottle so I can get it directly on my scalp. Now, keep in mind my hair is still in sections. I've got a section here, a section here, a section here, a section here. I take each section down individually, apply the shampoo to my scalp, massage it in gently, put the clip back on, leave it up. Do the next section. Then I go to this section, then I go to this section. I don't know why I go in that order. It's just what I do. Afterwards, I take the sections out individually and rinse them. And then I put the clips back in and put the hair back up. Then it's time for my conditioner. And you know, old trusty and faithful Aubrey's organic honeysuckle rose is what I've been using. Although I have recently tried the Jessie Curl, which I'm very happy with. This is still my staple conditioner. I put this on with my hair still in the sections, and I put on my conditioning cap if I'm going under the dryer. If I'm going into the steamer, then I don't. I just let my hair free while it's in the steamer. Sometimes I steam and then do heat. I don't know why. I just do. It makes me feel like I'm doing something extra. I don't know. But anyway, after I finish with my conditioner in, I've never left it in for any period of time less than an hour. Sometimes half a day, sometimes overnight. I've never had any issues with it being left on too long, and I just enjoy having it in my hair. I like the smell. I tangle my hair in the shower under the stream of running water with my trusty comb. Now, the whole time when I'm washing and applying the conditioner, I'm constantly finger detangling. So I'm trying to prevent as many tangles as I possibly can aside from the fact that I already have my hair in sections. So then the final detangle comes when, like I said, I'm in the shower under the stream of running water. I take down a section at a time and I detangle it section by section with this comb. After I'm done detangling and I feel like I've rinsed out the conditioner, I put it back in those sections, except I don't exactly clip them up. I just put big twists in, and I put a t-shirt on my head to absorb some of the water. I get out the shower, I apply leave-in. This is what I've been using lately, the Direct Leave-in by Giovanni. I've also used Shea Moisture leave-in. Sometimes that's just a little too heavy for my hair, and I have to mix it up. So sometimes I get lazy and I simply just use what's already in the bottle, pre-mixed for my convenience. After that, I'm pretty much ready to style. And I use, well, lately what I've been doing is these twists. And in order to do my twist, all I do is I've got some of the Curl Enhancing Smoothie and the Curling Souffle. I take these and I mix them in this handy little bowl here with the nice hair hanging out. That is so sexy. I mix them in this bowl, half and half, just about. The souffle provides hold, and the smoothies like a nice thick moisturizer. So yeah, that's why I mix the two of those, and it works pretty well as far as keeping the twist in, even on my permed hair, because it doesn't, my twists stay in. Yeah, so that's what I do as far as styling. Now, during the week, I like to moisturize my hair as often as I feel like I need to. This stuff does a pretty good job of keeping my hair moisturized, but when I do need to moisturize, I always start off with water, just plain water. Well, actually, it's not plain water. This is water that I infuse with lavender. Why? Because lavender smells good, and I read somewhere it's got some sort of healing properties. It does something good for your hair or for your scalp. I just can't remember what it is, so I just hold on to the memory and I just keep using it. Yeah, so I moisturize always. I start off with water. If I really, really need a boost, sometimes I'll use more of this that I wet down with water, or I put it in my hand and add water to it and run it through my hair through these twists. Or I will use more of the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. But I always follow that up with a nice seal. And to seal, I normally use my grapeseed oil, which I also have in an applicator bottle. Good job. That's pretty much the extent of it. So I wash with my hair in the 4 sections. I condition with my hair still in those 4 sections, under the dryer, under the steamer, usually both, just whatever. But yeah, I do. So yeah, we dry in the steamer, in the shower, detangle. Towel on, when I towel, a t-shirt on, and style. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And throughout the week, like I said, when I need to moisturize my hair, I do with whatever product I feel like I want to use at that time, and I always seal it with an oil, whatever that oil might be. So yeah, every now and then I use this on my permed hair, but I don't use it on my natural hair, because the sound that it makes is just horrific. It makes me feel like I'm doing bad things, and I know I'm probably not, but it's in my mind, and that's what I feel, and so I don't use it on my natural hair. Just sometimes when I'm doing my twist, I'll get to the end, and I'll use this to just gently get tangles out, because my permed hair just is rebellious, and it's angry, because it knows its days are numbered, so it's always tangling. So I almost always have to use this as I'm doing my twist, even though my hair has been fully detangled. Sometimes I also use my handy-dandy Denman Brush, which I have modified and taken out every other row of bristles, because when I leave them in, it's just pulling. And I don't like to have my hair pulled. That doesn't feel nice. So yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, once a month, if you haven't already seen my henna video, I do a henna treatment. That is what I use as my protein. It is not actually a protein, but it's the plant that acts as a protein, and it does wonders as far as strengthening my hair And of course, it gets rid of the pesky grays, which is probably my primary reason for doing the henna. And I do that once a month. Like I said, once a month. Because if I start waiting too long, then I get this nice batch of gray hair. It's a good thing, though, that I do have the gray because it shows me that my hair is growing. I can see my hair is growing because I can always see the gray coming back. One plus, I guess, of having the gray hair. So that's pretty much it. Don't want the video to be too long because it's already gone past what I thought it would. And if you have any questions, you can post them on this video or you can inbox me or whatever. You can get me. I'll answer you. Always answer you. And thanks for watching and happy transitioning.